I think my mic was muted. But yeah, I think my mic was muted. Sorry. But welcome everyone that's here, anyone that's lurking. I played this game like a week ago or maybe like 5 days ago, and it was really good. I really like this game so far. The writing reminds me of Danganronpa a lot, and I really like the story writing in Danganronpa games. Some other stuff is not so good, like the two sibling characters in this game kind of suck. But every other part of the game I really like so far. Is my mic volume okay now? You can hear me okay? And the game audio? The game audio is at an okay level? Oh wait, I didn't mean to press new game. Did I know dogs could fly, they just don't want to? That's big if true. Is that really true? Do you have any proof of that? If they can fly, where are their wings? But if they can fly, where are their wings? How are they able to fly if they don't have wings? Anyways, I'm gonna continue.
Hooray!
Don't need wings? Are they magical? Are they like magical creatures? Like unicorns? I'll try reading a lot of like a dialogue today. 2468, who do I appreciate? You guys. Self-propulsion via Dogic? What is Dogic? Dogic? Is that supposed to be like magic? Dogic? This is no time to celebrate. My girl died out there, you sick bastard. Oh, come on. I just wanted to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing. He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good. Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened. It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. And it's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're the strange one for getting so worked up about a total stranger. SMH, imagine not knowing what Dogic is. I guess I'm out of the loop. You got a real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls was an ironclad rule. But I figure for you I could find a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right? Just try it. I'll twist your body into a double helix in return. Sounds like in this case, DNA stands for don't know our... Come on, guys. We shouldn't fight amongst ourselves. Just as the tension in the room seemed to strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter. Are you guys alright? The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed. For real? She actually died?
Hey!
Were you guys watching? Yes, the monitor in the classroom broadcast the whole battle. Honestly, I'm not sure if I approve of my dear sister being exposed to such explicit content. Yeah, no, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner in my room. Did I accidentally set it to auto?
Quit your whining. You get why
I
this
didn't mean to
happened,
set it
don't
to
ya?
auto. I
Or
missed
death
some
to all
dialogue
of
there.
you.
Let me check the log. That was the first time I ever saw a person die. I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all that, but this seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all just a dream. Just one big messed up nightmare. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard? Quit your whining. You get why this happened, don't ya? Or that's all on all of you.
If you guys had grown a pair and fought like the rest of us, emo chick wouldn't have gotten cornered the way she did.
Why are some of the lines voice acted and some of them aren't? She knew what she was getting into when she agreed to go out there, and there's every chance things still would have ended like this even with our help.
What? You think we should have hung back like you did? We'd all have been wiped out then.
Alright, troops, break it up. We're all on the same side here. Good grief, the way you're carrying on, you'd think someone had died.
Someone did!
But then the door opened again, and we were joined by an unexpected guest.
Hey, guess who's back?
Oh, so she didn't die. She didn't perma-die. So this game doesn't have permadeath, I guess. I was wondering that. I was wondering if they would bring her back. I didn't expect it to happen so soon, though.
Huh?
What? Oh, what's the matter, guys? Is my makeup smudged or something? Oh, man. How embarrassing. Just give me a shovel so I can bury myself and hide, am I right? Never mind that. How are you alive? Is she a ghost? Man, wouldn't that be cool? I'm not, though. Just your girl, Darumi Amamiya, in the flesh. I don't know what happened, but I basically came back to life.
You came back? Isn't that wonderful? Just another miracle courtesy of our friend Hemo Anima. What's Hemo Anima got to do with it? It's not just for fighting, you know. It can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. If one of you falls in battle, we send out a drone to recover your body post-haste. Then it's just a matter of getting it inside one of the recovery pods in the infirmary, stimulating your remaining Hemo Anima, and boom, you rise from your grave. You can die out there as much as you want, you'll just keep coming back. You mean we're immortal? Ding ding, that's correct. But that's impossible. I mean, even more impossible than everything else going on around here. You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you, wouldn't you say? Yep, Exhibit A right here. Kihoho. Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's going to turn out that we're in some super immersive VR game or something? That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. You've lived your lives under that dome for so long, you have no idea what a wide and wonderful world the place really is. Yeah, I was saying there's no permadeath then. We just come back to life. You know, on the opening screen, like on the title screen for the game, I saw there was another character who looked just like Saray. There might be two Sarays. There's like some other Saray looking character that we haven't met yet. Your future is simply brimming with possibilities. I don't even know how to react to that.
Huh?
You serious? We really can't die? Dude, that is so freaking sweet. This Hemo Anima stuff is awesome. Must you raise your voice over every new development? Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school grounds. The recovery drones can't get past that wall of fire.
Yeah.
And if the invaders manage to get in and damage the recovery pods, you'll be stuck with the only one life you got.
Oh.
You'll be back to regular old mortals, one life, and then you're gone for good. In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders. Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like good little soldiers and you'll be fine. Whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die has a major downside. We can't hold a killing game like this. How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? She's still going on about the killing game stuff? Is that gonna be like throughout the whole game? She's just gonna be talking about it being a killing game? That's the part you have a problem with? One more thing, just to set your minds at ease.
Her.
When you're revived, you also get a new bomb implanted in you, good as new. That's supposed to comfort us?
Aha.
At any rate, we prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right? Absolutely not. I'm more against it than ever now. What? How come? Even if this advanced technology you're talking about does exist, immortality seems a step too far. Your explanation of how it works was far too simplistic. I find it hard to believe you're telling us the whole truth. And even if we do come back afterwards, fatal injuries are still going to hurt, right? If it hurt like hell when it happened to me. It was so bad I thought I was gonna die. You did die. In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my dear sister any pain. Young people these days are so self-centered. We're talking about the future of humanity here, you know? You keep saying that, but how exactly does what we're doing here relate to that stuff? Like you said, if the invaders secure a special something from inside the school, humanity would be wiped out, correct? That's right. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residential complex will be obliterated too. Obliterated? Then that's what you meant by everything we hold dear being forfeit? Now you're getting it. The fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders. When did my life get so spectacularly off track? So what is this thing that mankind's future depends on? What is it we're risking our lives to defend? I knew you'd ask me that sooner or later. It's only natural you want to know, so allow me to throw you a victory party. Your achievement in the field today deserves to be rewarded. Is that a little Monokuma? In his confetti, there's a little Monokuma face. There's too much Danganronpa references in this game so far. Like, everything is a Danganronpa reference, basically. We want information, not a party. No reason you can't have both. I'll tell you more while you eat. You must be starving after all that fighting, right? Now that you mention it, I could use a bite. You're saying there's somewhere we could get food around here? Of course, there's a cafeteria on the first floor. I'll meet you there.
Hey.
Come straight up, troops. No distractions, no detours. What do we do now? I'm in favor of going to the cafeteria. My dear sister's stomach has been grumbling adorably for a while now. You don't have to tell them that. I want to hear what Sarai has to say, so I'll go along too. We wandered out of the war room one by one, still trying to make sense of the situation. Guess I'll go with the crowd. The cafeteria should be somewhere on the first floor. Pull up the map and select the place you'd like to go in order to teleport? How do I have the power to teleport? However, be aware that you won't be able to teleport to locations you haven't unlocked or locations marked as inaccessible. You can also use the map to check your current location as well as the locations of other characters. The map will come in handy whenever you're feeling lost. Does Hemo Anima give me the ability to teleport? Oh, okay, so basically everyone is in the cafeteria. What's this? Dislikes convenience stores at night? That's so specific. I don't know, some of these likes and dislikes are really strange. Very cool game. Welcome, Moonlight Rose Kitsune. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game so far. I used to be a fan of the Danganronpa games, and this is like a good spiritual successor to the Danganronpa games. But welcome, hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. I'm enjoying this game. Have you played this game? Like, have you completed it yet? I know it's a really long game. Oh, you never played this game before? I thought you knew something about it because you said it was very cool. It's been really fun though. So where's the cafeteria? Why are there like Egyptian hieroglyphs on the walls? Where am I right now? Whatever, I'll just teleport there. Here it is, the school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Although it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order whatever you want. It's your party after all. What are those? Those look like Buddha things, like the Buddha, or like Hinduism. Our handy-dandy Ration-O-Matic will create any kind of food you desire. It slices, it dices. That's no Buddha. It looks like an Eastern religion thing, like Eastern religion figures. You know what I mean. It slices, it dices. It also makes julienne fries. I don't know what julienne fries are. You want ramen, burger, steak, sushi? It all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. What? But that's so sad. Speaking as a grandpa's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it. I think I'm gonna stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt. It's Hinduism. I'm taking an Eastern philosophy class. I should know this stuff. Man, that hit the spot. I ain't never had anything this fancy before. It wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it. Hey, you're too young for alcohol. Just because you got an attitude doesn't mean you get special treatment. So, is this guy older than us? That kind of infers that he's older than the rest of us. He definitely looks like he is. What's with that snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? I ain't afraid of breaking no laws. I'm talking about your health here. That stuff can seriously mess you up if your body's not used to it, you know? What's so funny? You think you're better than me or something? More importantly, why do these guys get the 5-star treatment while we're stuck with dry bread? Eating this is actually making me hungrier.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight? That won't work on me or my dear sister. We've lived through hardship much worse than this. Don't remind me. I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is too good for a human cockroach like me.
Oh.
Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any idea, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. You've thought of everything, haven't you? Sorry, I hope it doesn't look like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it, you're not the one who's at fault here. No, you've all eaten your fill. What say we get back on topic? There's no way I can live in a place like this. Please, just let me go home. This is very, the setting looks a lot like Danganronpa. Like how everything's like really like weirdly high-tech. That's a refrigerator? It looks like something really important is kept back there. It looks like a giant vault. That's supposed to be a refrigerator? I've never seen such a huge refrigerator before. Nothing but candy inside. It's all very colorful. I thought it was a window, but it's actually a fish tank. This just isn't normal. What on earth have we gotten ourselves caught up in? I don't wish to waste time speaking to you. Ask Siri to get to the point, would you? I'm not the biggest fan of meat, TBH, or fish, or rice, or noodles, but if there's candy and cake, I'm all about that. Honestly, I could agree with that. I'm a really picky eater. I don't think that's what she means, but I totally agree with that. I'm so freaking hungry, but there's no way I'm fighting those monsters. Talking to a barely functioning simpleton like me won't get you anywhere. You should do your best to ignore me from now on. You'll be a lot happier that way. Alright, I think I've talked to everyone. Alright, let me start from the beginning. Last Defense Academy lies somewhere outside of the Tokyo residential complex where you've all been living up until now. Of course, its exact location is a highly classified military secret, very hush-hush. The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains a mystery, but we do know what they're after. A certain special something is concealed in this very school.
Ooh.
This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into the invader hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. To avoid this, we drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from the invaders.
Aha!
To make things easier for you to mobilize in the case of an attack, you'll all be living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions, or do you guys want to chow down some more? Wait, go over that last part again. We're really supposed to live here from now on? Until further notice is awfully vague. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here. Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days. 100 days? That's right, just a svelte 2,400 hours and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. After that, you'll be free to return to peaceful existence you enjoyed so much before this ordeal began. You mean we can go back to the complex?
Huh?
Is there even a complex for us to return to, or have those monsters already destroyed it? No, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invaders attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. Whatever you got stowed away in here, is that important to them, huh? Oh, my voice is kind of getting strained from talking through all the dialogue. I might just skip some lines of dialogue soon. You've told us a lot, but there's one detail you seem determined to keep it from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting, and why would losing it mean the end of humanity?
Yeah.
Those are some good questions. Perceptive as always, Shizuhara. One more thing. If this mission is as important as you say, why would you assign it to a small group? We're civilians without any significant combat experience. The only one here who can put up a decent fight is me. You don't hold back, do you? Another excellent question, and I'd love to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer to go with it. But that's all highly classified information, and so long as even one of you refuses to fight, that's the way it's gonna stay. What? Explain yourself. If you really want to know more about your mission or why you were chosen for it, there's just one path open to you, Shizuhara. That's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered panty wastes to join in the war effort, too. Now you want them to do your dirty work for you? It's just one underhanded trick after another. It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains. That's just a fun bonus. My primary goal is to get all of you out there on the battlefield fighting the good fight. The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I need all of you to be in tip-top condition too. Without another word, Sarai hopped off his chair and strolled leisurely toward the door. Where are you going? I was going to go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why? You want to come watch? You actually have realistic bodily functions? I suggest you get an early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after a fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is going to happen. The next attack. This wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters, and it won't be the last either. They'll keep coming back to attack the school again and again. Every time we'll have to put our lives on the line, and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Will I even be the same person at the end of these 100 days? Or were we supposed to sleep anyway? You want us to all huddle on the floor together? There's no need for that. I prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop. Phew. At least we got our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that. You're all at that delicate age after all. If I let you guys alone, you'll be running like rabbits in no time. Is that true? Oh my god. I'm not even gonna read that.
Oh!
You need to stop taking what he says so seriously, sister dearest.
Hey,
Go find your room, settle in, and think hard about what you're going to do from here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives. What did he mean? What is there to think about? I think that's his way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it. Do it. Just pretend like you're an anti-PK hunting down griefers like a boss. Is that a reference to something that I don't get? Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't flip a switch and go psycho. We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come back right back afterward. You know how some people don't ride roller coasters even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe? It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case. You do realize your decision also affects the rest of us. We're being denied important information because of your cowardice. I know. Pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born. I don't see why we should be expected to fight in the first place. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left up to the science nerds and army jocks? Right. Why us? I haven't even solved my first mystery yet. PK means player kill? I see. Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kinda tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around. That lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive this if you don't learn to adapt. I get where Tsubasa is coming from, though. Yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this is real. Something tells me this little round table we got here isn't going anywhere. How about we call it a day? After that victory feast, I'm about ready to slip into a food coma. Same here. Dying really takes it out of you. We really gotta stay here a whole 100 days? We've only been here for one and I'm already sick of the place. I have my fair share of concerns too. Saray said we were living together, but we're basically prisoners here. You sure you're alright? Please, don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree, we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow. What with everything that's happened, I doubt I'll be able to get to sleep. Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. I should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Is it just me, or is that really a really strange place to put them? I don't really get the layout of this place yet. Maybe I'll get it as the game goes on. But like, it's also interesting how there's these Egyptian hieroglyphs on the walls. What is this, a statue of a rock star? Let me check my map. Oh, I see. So here's the rooftop. And how many rooms are there? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, Are there 14 or 15 rooms? Can I not teleport there? I guess I can't teleport there. Okay, where's the staircase? Your room is up on the roof. Go get some sleep. That's an order. No ceiling. That alone was a weird enough sight. The prefab huts intended to serve as our room seemed almost normal in comparison. Each hut was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of one of our group. No doubt about it, this is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Samino. Oh, okay. Thanks. There are a lot of more rooms than our people. I wonder what the others are for? I didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it? They're probably just spares, nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this? This has to be a mistake. This is a travesty, an outrage. What's wrong? My dear sister and I have been assigned separate rooms. Someone's trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties. You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you? I think it's fine for us to be apart now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't gonna hurt. But I really don't get these two at all. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Samino. It's kind of funny that the sister is just normal. Yeah, I like that she's just normal. She hasn't really said that much. It's mostly been him doing the talking. But she's a more interesting character than that guy. I still don't know the name of a single character. I'm really not remembering these characters' names. If he was less annoying, it would be better, yeah. Like, I have no idea who Takamaru is. I don't know which of the characters is Takamaru. I just don't remember any of their names. Actually, I remember one of their names. I remember Tsubasa. Tsubasa's like the mechanic girl. The girl who's like helps her dad as a mechanic. Tsubasa is the only name I remember right now. So where's my room? I don't even remember what my name is. What's my last name? Or what's my name? I don't even remember the protagonist's name. Oh yeah, Takumi Samino. Oh, so this is my room. These rooms look like they're from Zero Escape, the other director of this game. These rooms look a lot like the rooms from Zero Escape. This is my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. There I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes and climbed into bed without further delay.
Hey!
Phew. I hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I lay down, the day's activities seemed to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world and confronted with so many harrowing truths had completely drained me. My average mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at the mercy of forces beyond my control. I was like a tiny rowing boat tossed around on a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep would be a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. 100 more to go, or 99 more to go. Now I see why this game is 100 hours long. If every day takes an hour. In fact, that was the best case scenario I could imagine. Maybe in the morning everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he leaves for work. Mom would be there, and Karua too. Day 2.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot! I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead! Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria, on the double!
Was that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. Hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. I guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. Yeah, this room looks a lot like a Zero Escape setting. I really like the music. This background music that's playing right now kinda goes hard. There it is again, a totally open, unobstructed sky. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's like a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling, like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel normal? No, there's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. It's interesting how he's calling the sky as unnatural. Like, if anything, the roof in his home is unnatural. For a second, I thought that said Goku. I was like, is Goku from Dragon Ball staying at our school? What floor is the cafeteria on again? Let me check. Yeah, it's on the first floor. I could just teleport there, actually. Alright, everybody, dig right in and get yourselves all fueled up. Didn't you hear me? I said dig in. This is no time to worry about proper table manners. Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again. Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRC when we had to make do with much less than this. Brother dearest, please, I don't want to think about that. Let me guess, if we want anything more substantial, we have to agree to fight? In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless dry bread. Suit yourselves, but there's one more thing I need from you. I planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack. What is it this time? I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. Hang on a sec. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't seen yet. Sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the door locks behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out? She's basically talking about Zero Escape now. If there are, you can go on your own. This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you.
Okay.
So once you finish breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home. I feel like we're playing right into Suri's hands, but we probably should try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present, let's take a look around. Okay. Does it make rolled eggs? That's all he has to say about that? Yeah, okay then. I can't decide if I prefer red meat or fish. If I had to pick one, I guess I'd say fish. Children like colorful candy, but I'm more concerned about the artificial colors used. These monitors are everywhere. I guess I'm done here. I guess I could just teleport. Ah, Takumi, you came to check out this area too?
Huh?
Yeah, what is it? Some kind of entrance hall? Entrance and exit. Of course, if we even left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall of flames. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so. Where did you come from? As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support whenever and wherever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds.
Oh.
Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side.
Hey.
But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting how? Those machines over there, go take a look at them. This thing with the exclamation mark over it. I can go out to the schoolyard from here, but there's no need for that right now. I wish I could read hiragana and katakana, so I could kind of word out what those are saying up there. What are these, like, Renaissance-style statues with Cirie's face on them? I took a Japanese class, as I've told you before, but I don't remember much of it. Like, I don't know if I could even recognize a single symbol up there. I think that might be Mu, but I'm not sure. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers.
Huh?
Fire extinguishers?
Aha!
That's right, I put them here so you can use them to go exploring.
Yeah.
You again.
Ah.
Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. With a little help from your Hemo Anima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open up a way forward. Whoa, wait a minute. You're saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here? Yeah, your pal Atsuki had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Just ruins. You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can still use in old towns. That's if the invaders don't get to you first. There's invaders out there? Oh sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire's there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside school grounds. It's a dangerous business, going out the door and into the unknown. We're a long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time. Like focusing on protecting the school, and by extension humanity, for the next 99 days, and ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want the story to have a happy ending, don't you? So beyond that wall is just ruins? At least we have hope now. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home. Huh? Weren't you listening just now? Suri said we're too far away from the complex to make it on our own. I wouldn't put too much stock in anything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that? There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us. Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe that the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Ido's determined to defy Cirei to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure that he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard. There's still so much we don't understand. Take this school, for instance. Why is it so different from a regular school? Why make it a school in the first place? It seems unnatural. Yeah, I know what you mean. With all these questions still unanswered, there's no way I can follow Siri's orders. I'm not necessarily saying I'd join the fight if he did tell us everything either. For all we know, he could just feed us more lies. Whatever it takes, I swear I'll find a way out. And not just for me. I'll get us all out of here. It'd be great if we can find an escape route, but where would we even start looking? And supposing we could, would running from this fight be the right thing to do? Manual. Contains tips for exploring outside the school, but I don't have time to look at it right now. I might have to stop reading the dialogue sometime soon. My voice is getting strained out. My voice is getting tired. Okay, let's see where I can go from here. What's her name is in the roomie is in the strange room? What the? Oh, it's you, Darumi. What are you doing alone in the dark here? Aren't the lights working? Looks like they're not, but it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain. I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. Are these like where the bodies are kept when we die? It kind of looks like a morgue. Sure is a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does. Oh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world. Like virtual reality? They are so advanced, you get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home. That sounds a little too good to be true. Looks like this one's broken though, just like me. I've tried every button and switch I could find, but it won't turn on. Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does? Of course not. I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I? Whoa, why is she so angry all of a sudden? Unless I can get Siri to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is going to be just that, a fantasy. Now she's crying? I can't keep up with this girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take the roomie's word for it. Well, okay, I guess that's all there is to see here. This is the training room, but it looks like an arcade. Yeah, he's gonna say that too. It looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here? All these machines just look like arcade games to me. Remarkable, sir. You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste. Oh, stop jumping out at me like that. This is the Academy's state-of-the-art VR training machine. I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is just so last century, am I right? That's why we developed these machines, to help you hone your skills using just your neural impulses and our cutting-edge technology. I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us?
Aha!
Your hemo anima gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony? Is that an innuendo for something? You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session.
Hey!
Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay?
Hey!
What's in my pants is none of your business, you little pervert. VR training. I've got to admit, I'm actually kinda curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later. These VR training machines can be used to hone our battle skills, apparently. Will playing a game really make us stronger? Maybe I'll give it a try later. Hey Takumi, you've been checking out this place too, right? Yeah, a little. The more I see of it, the less I like it. Who is in charge of the decor here? There ain't a shred of class in the whole damn school. Where's the leopard print sofas, the hot pink drapes, the gilded doorknobs? Is that so much to ask? Is that his idea of class? Okay, let's go to one of these rooms. I'll go to the defense room, whatever that is. What in the... Surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical-looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of the school were all pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire in front of it. They're undying flames. I thought so, but why are they here inside the school? To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine. If it's that important, then... Yes, whatever is behind this door is the thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands? I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out? We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Sirei will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something they have to come to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario. What do you mean? Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others onto the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary. It sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? We may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Haruko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. Tell me, what was it that made you decide to fight after all? Well, once Sirei started talking about people we care about being in danger, it didn't feel like I had much of a choice. So you did it to protect those close to you? How very normal. Normal? Yeah, I guess so. How about you, Hiroko? We're not talking about me here. But it was okay for her to ask me? Maybe I should try a different approach. Then can you tell me how you got so strong? You're clearly on a whole different level compared to the rest of us. It's nothing so remarkable, really. But things as they are now, I prefer not to talk about it.
Huh?
What do you mean with things as they are now? I said I don't want to talk about it. She shut me down again. It's hard work getting anything out of this girl. I probably shouldn't press her any further. I definitely don't want to end up on her bad side. Let's go to the infirmary now. This must be the infirmary. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. Although I guess that could apply to any part of the school. This machine. It's the same flying coffin that rescued the roomie from the battlefield. Sirei called it a course recovery something. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what the manual says, anyway. It's all completely automatic, huh? Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died, wow, it sounds creepy saying that out loud. Hang on, just gonna take a sip of water. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary. And once it gets here, you see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a Revivo-matic. It's got data on all of us, right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the baddie back to its original state, and then we're alive again, just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands? Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the Hemoanima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, Hemoanima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly? Maybe we'll find out more about it someday. Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us? Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. One more room left. The war room. But we pretty much know the war room already, so... Hey there, Samino. How's your exploration of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer. Think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move, but in a fun way. He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyway? Does he care about saving humanity like he says? Does he have some kind of ulterior motive? Oh, did you come here for another explanation of what your Hemoanima can do? This power is the key to your success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics. What do I want him to say? I guess I'll say yes. The hematomorphic infusion blades you all carry, infusers for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab it into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into superhuman hemoanima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you all gain access to your class armor and class weapons. A class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strengths. Each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your hemoanima for the first time should also have unlocked your specialist skills. These are additional abilities with a wide array of applications. Learning to use them strategically will make you better fighters than ever. Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind? Don't get so hung up on the details. Surrender to the heat of battle. Yell, I am thou, or oh rah rah rah, what? Or something, and just go with it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant. But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen? All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight, but not before. Guess I should have seen that coming. One more thing, while you're here, want me to go over the Undying Flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it'll hurt you just as bad if you get too close. I guess I'll have him explain it. I already kinda know what it does. True to their name, the Undying Flames never run out of fuel and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. However, the flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people on the inside that would get burned to a crisp. They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules. Are they magic or something? The Undying Flame Barrier has a radius of little over a half a mile, with the Academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick, blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least that was the case. More recently, the enemy has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let all of you know it's time for battle. So when the alarm goes off, the enemy is already on their way. The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that their means of getting through the flames takes time to prepare a recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns, though. You should assume the next attack could come at any time. One more thing. The wall only goes so high, but there's no danger of anything flying in. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down again. The Undying Flames act with the will of their own to keep this school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for. I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I get any answers. I've got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now. Technically, the fiery hand has a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible. Well, so long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should be fine. Alright, you made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? What are we protecting here? I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once you get the non-fighters to start fighting. What's this machine here? It looks important. That is like an RGB fan. It kinda looks like my computer. That controls the school's central defense system. It's the core of the entire Last Defense Academy experience.
Yeah.
Without this, there's no early warning system, no defensive barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing.
Oh.
It controls battle functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of the school up and running without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff.
Huh?
It's all completely automatic, huh? Whoa, I can tell what you're thinking. If it's all automatic, what do we need Siri for? Well, my role here is just as important as the computers. No one can motivate you or affect your morale like I can. He's right about that, but not in the way that he thinks.
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going? I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your life here? There's no way we'd feel that good about it. Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long. There's more important things at stake than your personal comfort. Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions? You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry, it's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so long as you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward. Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting? Alright, we are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule. We don't have one here. Surprise! What? No schedule? Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Don't tell me you're actually buying into this. It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here. I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave. If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run from the fight anyway, right? Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting. It's your fault we're all so on edge. You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences, so naturally you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable. Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight against the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future. But if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your hearts. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope. Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair. More Danganronpa references? Hope and despair?
Hey!
Oh? You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we'd be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the hemoanima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it? Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight. And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth. We're going around in circles so much, it's making me dizzy. Yeah, we won't make any progress like this. Alright, if it's the truth you want, that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything. You're going to tell us, just like that?
No.
I never meant to keep the truth from you for all that long. Is he actually gonna tell us the truth? I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you, but it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. And you'll really tell us the truth? The whole truth? And nothing but the truth, or at least I'd like to, but this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own.
Yeah.
Let's say we table this discussion until tomorrow. So there are more people involved in this than just you? We'll expect you to tell us about them, too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will. I'll run past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey.
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arms, Sirei disappeared. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy. But he still says he has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say that they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines. No excuses? We'll see what happens after we hear what Sirei has to say. We can talk it out and decide on the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. You're hilarious, Mr. Maruko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow. Shut up. I bet you don't either. With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms. Tomorrow morning, Sirei will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one. I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know. Probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Sirei. For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep.
Come on. Don't cry. If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
We were only in kindergarten back then. Karua's dad had just died. He and Karua were driving over to her mom's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. Security alert had sounded, and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter. Karua's dad swerved to avoid someone, and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time, and Karua survived, but her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, Karua was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's gone. I'll never see him again.
Karua? Don't cry anymore, okay? I know your daddy's gone, but I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have to be sad.
You're too little, Taki. You can't be a daddy.
Maybe, but I'm just glad you're okay, Karua. That your daddy protected you.
But I'm not okay. I got this big cut right across my tummy. The doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up. I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
Huh?
I'll marry you someday, Karua. Then you'll never have to be alone. I'll always be there to protect you.
You'll protect me?
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry. Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karua. No matter what. I promise.
Taki. Thank you. I think I'm going to be all right now. You promised, so you gotta do it, okay?
That's right, I made a promise. A promise to protect Karuna no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karua safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing like I had just woken up from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare, a memory. A childhood memory of Karua and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karua is doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person? Or did they assume that I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Siri about that too.
Huh?
Sheesh, I'm wide awake now and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's me. Five Nights at Freddy's reference? Or Undertale reference? This is an Undertale reference. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect from using hemoanima?
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
What am I doing? This is stupid. Derealization, depersonalization moment? Yeah, I kind of feel it. I felt like that a lot in my past. I still have issues with that even now. What am I doing? This is stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. As soon as I got outside, the scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying, but in a way it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me that I never felt before.
I wonder what Karawa would say if she saw this.
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky.
It looks so close. Is that another planet?
Bro doesn't know what the moon is? No, not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Is that... Huh? All of a sudden, I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. What? Who? You're on fire. No, not quite. It wasn't a person. More like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire either. They were undying flames.
What the? Huh?
The way its mouth is moving. Is it talking? I can't hear a thing though.
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my questions seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. The next moment, it disappeared in the thin air. What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me. Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. But what was it trying to say, and why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of that night. I just sat in bed waiting for the morning announcement. Day 3. Only 97 more days to go.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Maybe there will actually be a battle today. Morning's finally here. Should I tell everyone about what I saw last night? Would they believe me? I'm not sure I even believe it really happened. They might just write it off as a dream or say I'm going crazy. But I'll think about that later. Today's the day Sari's going to tell us the truth. I can decide what to do about that ghost boy afterwards. We were supposed to meet up in the war room, right? I'm thinking about whether I should keep streaming or I should call it here. What do you think, Lily? Do you think I should keep playing? I don't really know. I'm kind of interested to what Siri is gonna say, but my voice is kind of getting tired from talking through all the dialogue. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I could take a break from reading the dialogue out loud. I kind of want to read it out loud, though. I mean, I like reading it out loud, but... I think I'm gonna end stream for now, and we'll continue this maybe tomorrow. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I have my longer day at college tomorrow, but I'll see how I feel tomorrow, and maybe I'll stream. This does kind of leave it on a cliffhanger, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. But I'm gonna end stream for now. I'll raid into someone though. I think I'll raid into Roderick. He's playing Jackbox right now. He plays Jackbox every Monday. Oh no, he's actually playing Crashword. I haven't seen him play Crashword before, so. Yeah, I'll raid into Roderick, but thanks everyone who came. Thanks everyone who was here. I'll see you guys next time.